I used to believe that getting healthy and staying healthy had to require 3 healthy meals a day and constant workout routines, whether it be time in the gym or just sports and activities. I surfed a lot, I did martial arts, I was always very active. I loved my tennis. So I always was in this mindset that building lean muscles, healthy, and eating in this way was required. So when I suddenly had, as I aged and as I accumulated more symptoms, I naturally thought that I just had to do those same things again and tighten up on each one. Be more disciplined and consistent with my workout routines, have a goal in mind, track my progress, look at my diet, look at those meals, calculate the macros better again, drop my fat levels, keep my strength. This was my mindset of how to reduce the symptoms and reset my hormone levels and try and improve my blood pressure and cholesterol. And I thought that this was the best health approach, but this mindset kept me stuck for so long because I was a busy man, business travel, family, kids. It just felt so intense having to structure my life like that again, and do it forever. But I didn't realize, and this is what I wish I'd realized at the time, is that getting your health back doesn't require any of those things. It doesn't require complicated, time-consuming meal plans and a shitload of discipline and less business trips, because life is not going to slow down. You have to find a way to work it around your schedule and your routine. And I wish I'd known this. And to give you an example so that you can benefit from this right away today by making some small adjustments in how you're currently doing things and designing yourself that next baseline, all right, which is the next standard of health that you're willing to set for yourself and stay there consistently. So, what I recommend is to simplify things. For example, instead of having 3 perfect meals in a day, it doesn't require that when you're over 40. Your hormones are different, your system is different. And eating too many meals, especially frequently during the day, builds up insulin resistance. So we want to focus on that. And if you saw the video I dropped yesterday, I spoke about things that are related to insulin resistance, things that you can measure and test for at home with minimal effort so that you know if you're on the right track or not. So getting back to the simple things that you can do, you can become not more consistent at perfect meals and macros throughout the day, but more consistent maybe in what you take out of your diet. Maybe it's what you need to take out first that matters. Okay? And like yesterday's video, if you focused on ketone levels, you naturally know what to do. Leave out the carbohydrates, allow your body to switch to ketones as an energy source, a fuel source. Start burning fat for fuel. Get your energy back. And once you've done that, being more consistent at deciding what are you removing from your diet, then you can decide what do you want to add back in now. And of course, it's focused on proteins and nutrient-dense meals. And this, to keep it even more simple so that you can stay consistent, is to just eat the same thing repetitively every day so that you can create an awareness about how that one thing is making a difference in how you feel and in the measurements that you're taking, like blood pressure and those glucose and ketone levels I mentioned yesterday. You can correlate that to how you feel. So that's what I suggest. If you've struggled to find a place to start here. Start by removing items to increase your baseline, and then at some point, look at what to add in. Now, I want to leave you with an amazing, awesome trick. A trick because if you don't know about it, it's going to feel like a trick. It's going to feel like cheating. It's so simple. The most nutrient-dense food I can think of that has a high amount of healthy protein, a high content of omega-3 healthy fats, and it's packed with vitamin D. And I'll give you one more hint. It's also got some CoQ10 enzymes in that, which is to help with your mitochondria and the energy production and the efficiency of energy production in the body. Amazing. It's an amazing food. And if you can eat this consistently during the week, and when you're ready, complement it with a couple other things to add variation and variety into it. But the point is, you're starting off with one specific food, which is so easy to track. And if you can eat the same food repetitively every day, getting your health back is so easy. It's so simple. No complicated meal plans, because you're working with one item. Now, can you guess what that item is? I've got one here. I'm going to show it to you. It's going to seem crazy when you think about this concept at first, and there's no ways that you can eat this or possibly eat the same thing every day and not get sick. But it's absolutely possible. And if you don't like the taste of what I'm going to show you, one of the solutions you can try is to starve yourself long enough that you're so hungry you're willing to eat anything, and then you start on this, and by any luck your taste buds could get reset in that moment, because you're helping the feelings of hunger, which aren't actually hunger, by the way. If you've seen one of my other videos, it's just a reaction to a hormone in your body. When your body runs out of glucose, it creates this feeling of hunger, but it passes after a certain amount of time. I don't want to get into the details, but getting back to the point, this item, if you haven't guessed what it is already, high in vitamin D, high in omega-3, comes in a tin. All right, here we go. Sardines. You can get ones that are boneless, skinless, and by nature, this type of fish is always wild caught, so you don't have to worry about farmed fish. It's high in omega-3, it's high in protein, and it's got everything you need. Easily digestible, good for inflammation, good for energy. You eat these whenever you get hungry, and you do it for a couple of days, and then eventually you cut back on them, and you introduce maybe one more thing to your diet, maybe a bit of steak in the evening, maybe some chicken, maybe some eggs, all healthy, nutrient-dense, whole, natural foods, one at a time. So if you've got problems like bloating and indigestion and you can't pinpoint what's causing it, eliminate everything. Look at it from an engineering mindset, like I had to. I put my engineering background to the test, and I worked on an elimination of a process of elimination by removing everything that could possibly be causing issues. And after a time of relatively short-term fasting, I started introducing one thing at a time, just one food, and slowly had it a few times repetitively, and then built on additional things around it. And eventually you realize that, first of all, you've probably been eating too many calories during the day, or you've been eating too few calories, especially ones that aren't nutrient dense enough, with enough vitamins and minerals and omega-3s in it. This is what your health needs. This is what you need to be doing to actually get your health back. It doesn't require more time in the gym. It doesn't require hectic workout routines. It doesn't require complicated meals. It just requires a little bit of awareness and that urge to want to get your health back. So if you're a dad and you feel like you're a leader at home and at work, and you're an action taker, you set goals, you love challenges, and you want to prioritize your health because potentially you've let it slip, especially if you're managing symptoms and you're stuck on medication, and you feel that your health concerns you, you feel that these symptoms, or potentially the medication you're taking, or potentially the blood pressure readings that you want to ignore, perhaps these are weighing on your shoulders. But if you feel like you're tired of the symptoms, you're tired of the medication, you're tired of the prescriptions, and you're tired of the diagnosis, and you're wanting to take action to finally change this, and you feel like you want to create that next baseline for your health, set that new standard, set those next steps, then let me remind you, I'm running a masterclass specifically for this on the 17th of December, 7:30 p.m. UK time. I've got the other time zones in my post. There's a link there to register. I'll put the link again down below in this video for you. Come along to the masterclass if you want to know how to increase your baseline from where you're currently at. It's going to be a game changer, and it's going to set you on the path to better health. Amen.